Hey Card Pack, this is Justin Holiday of the Indiana Pacers. Welcome to the Sports Card Consultant Show. First of all, you better get my rookie card. It's gonna blow up. Second, thanks for supporting the show and being awesome. Enjoy.
Hey, what's going on, Card Pack? Today we're going to talk about the top 10 basketball cards that went up the most over the last week. I mean, the basketball season, it's been in a lull, stuff like that, but there's some signs, some things are picking up, they're heating up, and that makes sense because we're getting closer to the playoffs, stuff like that. But before we dive into that, got a few reminders for you. The audios from these videos, you can find them on the podcast here. Link for that in the description. And as I go through the cards on the top 10 list, I'll do buy, sell, hold on all of them. All the ones that I think are buys, I'll send out to the Card Pack newsletter before I publish this video. It's free to join the Card Pack newsletter. Go ahead and do that. And if you want to get my top sports card pick of the day and join what I think is one of the best discords in all of sports card investing, join the Sports Card Society. It's only $12.99 a month, $12.99 a month, or $129 a year, so it's like 40 cents a day. And what I do is there's a membership area. You log in. There's a new video almost every day. It's about 5 minutes long, the videos usually. I show the card. I show all the data and research why, and I tell what I plan on doing with it. Am I going to flip it in a month? Am I going to hold it long term? What am I planning on doing with it? Some previous examples. This Kyler Murray here. You see it going for $192 in February. Here it is going for $350 in April. Chipper Jones here going for $80 in January. Here it is going for $285 in March. This LeBron going for $175 in January. Here it is going for $650 in February. I mean, if all you do is like, if I handed you this pick, you get the LeBron, this is way, way, way more than pays your entire year's membership. Not to mention all the other cards you're going to get for all the year. So go ahead and join it. Link for that in the description. Very cheap. Also, we're doing a giveaway. I'll talk more about that in a second. Let's go over to the chart here. So we're in the Market Movers tool. What I did is I went to price movements by card, pulled up basketball and the grade PSA 10 because the entire sports card market starts at the PSA 10. Whatever the PSA 10 goes for, everything else bases its price on that. You can see the top two guys down here. But for the giveaway, I'm going to be giving away an NFL Prizm Cello pack. You know, those are going for about $40, $45 right now. They have guys like Burrow, Tua, Herbert, Justin Jefferson, CeeDee Lamb, Clyde Edwards, Cam Akers, all these people in it. Really, really good stuff. I'm going to be giving one of those away on May 5th. In order to enter, all you got to do is click the link in the description, and what it will do is it will take you over to Top Shot. Over here to my showcase, this is where it'll take you. Just click this little fire button up here, and then take a screenshot and post it on this video. And you are entered. That's it. It'll take you maybe 30 seconds. Click the link, hit that fire button, screenshot it, and post it on the video. That easy. All right, let's dive into the content here, boys and girls. Boy, I just got back from morel mushroom hunting, and we got skunked. I mean, it's a little early in the year, but we really hoped to find some of those little gnome hat-looking things. God dang. I mean, we were out for like 3 days looking in the mountains and didn't find any. We found some good spots we'll probably go back to, but it's on like soil temperature. You need the soil to be like 50 degrees. And so we take our thermometer and like stick it in the ground, and it was hard to find somewhere that was 50 degrees. Everywhere was typically about 45 or less, so it was just a little too chilly. But we got to get outdoors. We got to get some sun. I mean, it was fun. Leave a comment below. What have you been doing? It's probably nice where you've been too. It feels good to like have spring/summer start popping up again, right? Anyways, we'll dive into the content, boys and girls. Card Pack, I ever tell you how awesome you are? You really are. By the way, I really want to get to 3,000 subscribers. Please hit that subscribe button. I appreciate it. Hit that notification bell while you're at it. And of course, just because you're awesome, hit that like button. Here we go. Number one on the list, Miles Bridges, his 2018 Prizm. Pop count of 118. That's a very low pop count. Up 73% on the week. He's been playing some good ball. I was reading an article the other day, him talking about, or maybe someone else saying, but thinking like this is kind of the best ball he's played since he's been in the NBA. You know, here's his card right here. I mean, he's not an old player. He came in the same class as Luka and Trey. This card started the week at 72 and has been on a bit of a rocket up to 125. Let's pull this back like 60 days. See what path it has traveled. It was up here at 57, went down to about 35, and just kind of started going back up, though, overall with this season. With here I could have still been a buy, but at 125, that's a little high. Let's go to eBay because the Hornets, they look. Let me refresh this to be sure, but they look like they should be. Come on, they look like here they are at number 8. They should probably at least get a play-in spot. Play-in. So, they're in contention. Let's go to eBay. Let's see what Miles Bridges is going for. This isn't the only Miles Bridges card on this list either. Like, he's been hot this week. 107. That's not so bad. What was this one down here? Yeah, I would have really loved to get it more like 85. So 107, somewhere in the middle here. Miles Bridges, man. Yeah, I think I'm a hold or a sell on this card. It's the only one that I'd even consider. I think I'm a hold or a sell on this card. I don't have high hopes for the Hornets. Hopefully LaMelo comes back. Miles Bridges, you're playing some good ball. He's a good player. He was drafted pretty high, I think. Can't remember. These draft classes kind of muddle together for me sometimes. Next on the list, Bull, baby. 2019 Prizm pop count of 1504. By the way, if you don't know what pop count means, that is this card in this grade. There are that many of them in existence. So if there's a pop count for a PSA 9, pop count for a BGS 9.5, etc. 1,504 of them exist, up 53% on the week. Let's chart this card. Did I miss something? Did Bull actually play? Let's pull him up quick. Bull. It's just he's one of those enigmas. I think that's the word, enigma. Where he's just like he's got like this cult following, even though he never plays. Let's go here. Maybe he's been playing lately with somehow with Jamal Murray getting hurt. We'll see. Let's scroll down here. All right. You got a few minutes in here the last couple of games. Got 5 points. That might have gotten people excited, 5 points. It's just the way it goes, man. I'll tell you right now, I'm not buying this card. I know they're going into the Nuggets are really good. They're going into the playoffs, so they lost Jamal Murray. That really sucks. Jokic is amazing, and I still think he'll be the MVP. But, man, let's pull this card back real quick, 60 days, just to see where it's come from. What path it's traveled. It's all over the place. Yeah, man, I'm a sell. Like, I don't want any of these cards. I think if you have Bull, it's just like it's more a sentimental, emotional thing for you in the hopes that he ever gets some real playing time. If he gets some real playing time, his cards are going to go bananas. But I don't know when that's going to happen, man. So you could hold it too. It's just so cheap, I just sell it, just me, because I'm like, I don't want to mess around with this. I just want to, I don't know. But it's almost worth having a few. Just because when he actually gets to play, this shit is going to go on a rocket for like a week. Next on the list, Luka. 2019 Optic. Pop count of 1141, up 38% on the week. Let's pull up Luka's chart. This makes sense because we've been seeing his 2019 Prizm, which is his second year, 2019. We've been seeing his Prizm pop up on these charts fairly regularly, and I've been liking it as a buy. It kind of makes sense that the Optic would be a good card too. Let me get some coffee. Now, this card started the week at 38, ended the week at 80. Let's pull this card back 90 days, because that's really weird to me. Yeah, because it's just a really up and down card. I think the real value of the card's somewhere around $60-$70. This is a good cheap investment to make as we get closer to the playoffs, and that 3-point buzzer beater game winner that Luka made the other day, that was insane. That's why they say Luka Magic, because who else makes that crap? Although I watched Top 10 last night and I saw this Steph Curry shot. He made this 3 while he was getting. I don't even understand how he made it at all. It was crazy. It was. Because Luka's was a game winner, it takes the cake. But just for a pure shot, Steph Curry's last night was like, holy. Steph Curry's actually was a better, crazier Magic 3-point shot make. You know what I mean? Maybe you saw it. I don't know. Let's go to eBay on this, because if I can find one of these for like 70 or less, I could be a buy on this because I can see this going for 100 plus. Come playoffs, 78, 75. Like I said, I think the real value is right here around 70. I can't be a buy on that. It's just a little too. Is there an offer to be made on anybody? Anybody? Any of you got an offer? Come on. No. Okay, I could see getting to 120, I guess. What was the latest sale? 80. Nah, I'm holding it. I'm holding that one. Next on the list, John Morant 2019 Prizm Instant Impact. So this is an insert. Pop count of 1385. Up 37% on the old weeksy. What do we got? He started the week at 52. Had a high sale of 86. That seems weird to me. Latest sale of 65. That seems about right. Instant Impact. Looks like he's doing high knees. Almost looks like a cartoony shot. I don't know. It just does. These studio shots are always just... I like the real live game cards. You know what I mean? The live game photos that they use on cards. I never really like these studio ones, but that's what most of them are nowadays. Wow, this one's up and down like hell. But overall, you see this dotted line going down. By the way, if you don't have some kind of tool like this, I'm using the Market Movers tool, you're losing so much money. You really are, because you're making mistakes. You're missing out on seeing real good investment opportunities, stuff like that. Like, this is the most important thing I use in sports card investing. It's not even close. It's not even close. I spend 90% of my sports card investing research in here before I ever buy a card, right? I come in here. This is where I find everything. And this thing makes me so much money and saves me from making so many mistakes. I mean, like, I have the year's subscription of the Pro version. And I don't see it as an expense at all, because the money I pay for this tool, it makes me way, way, way more money than what I pay for it. So it's like I give them a little bit of money to have this tool, and then I get a whole bunch of money in return. I mean, it sounds, I don't know how else to put it though. Like, that's the most accurate way I can say it. So I'll put a link for this in the description. Use code SOCIETY for 20% off your first month or your first year, whichever subscription you choose. But seriously, like, I don't see how you could possibly do sports card investing without this tool, really. There's so many things you can do here. I can pull up, like, if they have it, pull up the PSA 9. I can compare that. And you can sit here and look at both of these charts, see if there's a good buy in there. There's a little tab down here I like called ratios. You can check the ratio of what the 10 is going for compared to the 9. So the 10 is going for 2.46 more than the 9. And it shows the pop counts down here. I think this number should probably be somewhere around 2.5, 3. So that's probably about right. But say this number was like 5. Well, that would tell me that the 9 is way undervalued, because this pop count is way less than this one. But say these pop counts are about even. This is typically going to be around 3.5 for a modern card. But with this pop count being so much less than this one, this number is going to be a little bit lower. But like I said, no matter what, if this card was like around 5, this ratio, then this 9 would be like way undervalued. So there's all kinds of tools in here to use like that. But anyways, on this job, let's take a look at it. Let me get rid of this 9 real quick, because I don't really want to look at that. This, I can't be a buy. Well, because the Grizz, where are they? They're at least in a play-in spot, right? Yeah. Because I really do expect cards to go up as we get closer to the playoffs. I mean, today's the 18th. I think once we hit May, that's when shite's really going to get real. So, man. But is this the one that I want to get in on? How many sales of it were last week? 8 sales of it. Pop count of 1385. I think I'm a hold on this one. I don't know if I want to buy it. I'm a hold. Next, Wendell Carter Jr. 2018 Prizm Silver pop count of 669. Up 35% on the week. 7 sales on the week, so 1 a day. Let's look at you, Wendell. $97, $132, $131. See that studio shot? Yeah! Oh, studio shots. Pull back 90 days. Wendell, you had a nice little run up here. Nah, man, I'm not buying this. I'd probably sell that. Wendell Carter Jr., just not someone that I really buy. Miles Bridges again on the list. 2018 Prizm Silver, pop count of 544, up 34% on the week. Let's pull up his chart. How many sales did this card have? 8 sales on the week. Let's see what his 9's doing. It's not in here. They're not always in here. Because there's like a buttload of cards in here, but they're not all here in every grade. Many, many are, though. Let's look at this. Miles Bridges, not the most popular player. Yeah, okay. Started the week at 190, went up to 290, down to 235. I think he's on just a bit of a swing. I think he's recorrecting right now. I'd be probably a sell on Miles Bridges, like I said before. Next on the list, Kobe White, 2019 Optic Base, pop count 1824, up 33% on the week. Let's pull up that chart. I have this card, thinking of PSA 9. $35 to start the week and went all the way up to 45. Let's pull this card back 60 days. Search. Let me get some coffee. Let me clear my throat. So it looks like it's just on a bit of an upswing. It's been going down, 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 down. On a bit of an upswing now. Doubles, 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 doubles. Let's see here. Where are they ranking in the East? They're sitting there tied with the Wizards. Tied with the Wizards? Damn, Wizards? What? I have been sleeping on that. I mean, I saw Russell Westbrook got his like 9,000th triple-double this year last night. But, wow, you're telling me the Wizards could get into a play-in spot? Didn't they lose like 17 in a row? How many did they lose in a row? Leave a comment. What? What? The Wizards are tied with the Bulls? That shocks me. That shocks me. So the Bulls, oh man, I thought you guys were going to make a play-in spot. No, I don't know. There's a month left to play to go. I'd probably be a hold on this card. Probably be a hold. Next on the list, Zion, 2019 Prizm Draft Pick, Silva, pop count of 456. 8 sales on the week, up 30%. Let's see where the Pelicans are. Just sitting there on that 11. You're not really getting any closer, though. Oh, the Warriors moved up. No, Spurs are at 10. Pelicans, man, I don't know. You guys got to go on a win streak to make your way into this. But it could totally still happen. But you're 1, 2, I don't know, 2.5 games back. What is that? 3, 4, 5. Yeah, about 2.5 games back. So it's not. It's a climbable hill, but it's not like 1 game back, which is easy because you win when they lose 1, you're there. You win 2, they lose 2, you're there. This card 170 to start the week went up to 360 and then 230. So I don't think that 230 is like a real sale. It's a bit of a Pinocchio. This card's overall been going up. I mean, I don't really like buying these draft pick cards in their college jerseys because they just typically don't hold the value. But that's interesting. It is clearly going up. I for some reason I am buying Zion cards. I can. Let's go to a different Zion card. Let's find a different one. Not this. Let's go to his. What should we go to here? Are you screaming Prizm? I don't want to go to the Prizm though. Let's go to his. All right, shit. Let's go. Oh no. Let's go to his Revolution. All right, let's go to Prizm because that's gonna give us the best gauge of what his cards are doing. Pop counts over 16,000. FYI. Let's pull up the 9-2 while we're at it. Again, link for this Market Movers tool in the description. Use code SOCIETY for 20% off. First month, first year. $631 60 days ago. Today, $694. But let's zoom in a bit more. Let's look over the last 14 days. So over the last 14 days, that card 10 has gone down 0.7%, the 9's gone up 3.2%. Check out this ratio. Pop counts are similar enough. It should be around 3.5. Yeah, that's probably about right. So no extra value to be had there. Let's get rid of this 9. Let's look just at the 10. So it's 14 days ago, this card is 700. Today it's 700. So interesting. I just, for some reason, I just got a feeling. I mean, with that being said, let's pull this card back like 180 days so I can really show you what's up. Get rid of the 9 here. I feel like I might have broke it right here. It's refreshy. I gotta pick it all again. Just a second. Let's still select the Prizm. So I want to pull that card back 180 days. Just the 10 though. Let's look. This over the last 90 days. So it really took a big dip here. Around 600, then it went up and down, and now it's gone up. It's kind of going down a bit. Kind of staying really flat here around this 650 to 700. But let's pull it back 180 days. Let me get some coffee. So, it went up to a high of almost $1,000. But you can see it swung, way down to about 550. And honestly, I don't know if this card gets back down to 550, even in the off season. It went up some, down, up, down. I think this could be the bottom for this card. Plus, this pop count's going to keep rising, but its rising acceleration is severely decreased because no one's sending this into PSA anymore. As of PSA having a minimum $300 submission cost. So no one's sending this into PSA anymore. The value's not there for it. Even at its height, it was never there. $300, man, that's crazy. You know what? Let's go check it on eBay because I'm so tempted. What do we find? What is the card number? Gotta go back to best match quick to find the card number. 248. Oh yeah, that's right, 248. Ooh. What did I do there? All right, let's look. There's 10, 675. Oh, it's tempting. Tell you what, I'm going to put a link in the description for this one because I'm a possible buy. With that being said, I'm a possible buy saying, I actually kind of think this is, I think even in the off season, there's a good chance that this is lower. This is as low as it's going to get. And you're thinking, well, is it though, Matt? Because in the off season cards, they go down. I'm like, yeah. But, the market is evolving all the time. And if you look back at, the football market, you'll see that a lot of cards, especially fringe teams, and he's definitely on a fringe team, their cards actually hit their bottom, towards the end of the season. And we're towards the end of the season. And now, I feel like this, and that's what happened. In football, week 11, 12 was kind of the bottom for a lot of players for fringy / not going to make it teams. And the Pelicans are fringy / not going to make it team. And Zion's a superstar. So I feel like this could be the bottom and it could just kind of keep going up. But with that being said, if you buy here, if I buy here, if they do make it into the playoffs, if Zion does do something, this card's going to see a really big spike and I can sell it there and then buy it again in the offseason. But if they don't make it, I think that this could be the bottom. And it doesn't really go down from here, and it just kind of ticks its way up leading into the next season, which will probably be in October, probably around Halloween. So I'm a buy. I'm a buy on that. I think I'm a buy. So I'll put a link there in the description for it. Next on the list, LeBron James, 2018 Optic, his Lakers rookie Optic. His Lakers Optic rookie, I should say. Pop count 1345, up about 28% on the week. How many sales? 10 sales. Nice card. Good card. It's not a studio shot. It's a real in-game shot. 97 to start the week. 125 to end the week. It's a little suspicious to me. Let's pull this back. Yeah, maybe it kind of hit its bottom around here. And now it's kind of on its way back up. LeBron is someone that I am buying. Because he hasn't been playing, so people are like sleeping on him. And they're going to obviously make the playoffs. And it looks like he'll be back right around the start of the playoffs. And it looks like AD is going to be back soon. Like I think he's actually doing full practices now. So let's look this up. $99. I could do that. I'd be a buy on that. I know I talk a lot about these these Laker LeBron rookies, but it doesn't mean you can't make money on them with the right timing. And we're kind of in that right timing because the Lakers, we in the West, yeah. I mean, Lakers are down here at 5. They've been holding up pretty well without LeBron and AD. LeBron was having a tough time with AD being gone. They clearly notched down, but by the time the playoffs roll around, both these guys should be in here. LeBron should be coming back around then. And I can't help but feel his cards are going to go up because they've been going down, and now they're kind of flat is really what it looks like to me. Looks like the real value is around $100. I mean, when you look at this chart, this kind of seems to be the bottom here. You're like, well, what about this one? Well, yeah, but that's kind of an outlier. Like you see where it's really at when you look at these sales, and it's about $100. $95, $100. So I could totally see this card going to 150 plus in the playoffs. So I'm a buy. I'm a buy on that one too. Plus, it's a pretty cheap investment, and it's LeBron. Next on the list, the last one on the list is Lonzo Ball. Pop count of 2539. We're looking at his 2017 Prizm, up about 27.5% on the week. Let's pull up this chart here and see what we got cooking. 104 to start the week, end of the week at 132. Not 100% what Lonzo Ball did this week to incur some hype to a studio shot. Let's pull this back 90. Whoops. I hit the wrong button. Let me pull up that chart again. Let's pull it back 90. It's been going up. Yeah, I'm a sell. I'm a sell. I don't buy Lonzo Ball cards. I don't buy Lonzo Ball cards. Sports card investor Jeff Wilson, he did that funny bit a bit ago about Lonzo Ball because he was like hyping Lonzo Ball and kind of, and then he clowned himself in that video, and it was pretty funny. Big fan. I'm a big fan. Jeff Wilson, sports card investor, that's who owns this Market Movers tool. I'm a big fan of this product, and I like their show. But like I said, I'll put a link for this Market Movers tool in the description. Use code SOCIETY for 20% off first month of your first year. A couple cards here I think are worth taking a look at and considering buying. Check out the audios on the podcast if you can't watch a video. Join the Card Pack newsletter to get the buys from this video before the video comes out. Of course, join the Card Pack newsletter, $12.99 a month or $129 a year. Get my best sports card pick of the day, and join one of the best Discords in all sports card investing. Oh, and I forgot to mention, if you want to learn more about technical analysis and how to really get more out of reading these charts to find undervalued cards, get the Delta Factor. I put a link for that in the description. It's a course I made, about 3-4 hours of content, 7-8 videos. You get some bonuses too. You get a free month of the Sports Card Society, and you get a whole year access to the private Discord group, and you get lifetime access to any updates I do on this. When I add new videos or I update it or something like that, you'll just get that free. It'll just be right there in the course membership area. And also join that giveaway for the Prizm Cello Pack giveaway. All you got to do, click the link in the description and hit this little fire button here, right? That's it. And then take a screenshot, post it on the video. Take you less than a minute to do the whole thing, and you'll be in. Those Prizm Cello Packs, they're going for like $40-45. I got Herbert, Tua, Burrow, a bunch of other guys in there, so check it out. And plus, if I get enough of these likes, I might get like a pack from Top Shot, and if I do that, I'll be giving some of that away to the channel too. So let's get in on this. And of course, I want to hit that goal of 3,000. So please hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell while you're at it. Because you're awesome, hit that like button. But that's what I got for you today. Miles Bridges was on here twice. Our boy Bull got on here. Luka, Ja, Wendell Carter, Kobe White, Zion, LeBron, Lonzo. So this is a lot of green here going up, and this kind of shows me, I don't know, man. I've just been watching, and it feels like the market overall, like it wants to go up. Like it's like revving the engine. It's revving the engine in park. You can hear it, you can see it, you can feel it revving up. And as soon as that sucker gets put in drive, it's going to peel out and go woo. That's what I think. So there's some cards that I'm certainly buying, but with any card that you buy, here's what I say. Any basketball card that you buy right now, make sure that when you buy it, you realize that you may be holding that card till next season. And you have to be comfortable with that, okay? All right, other than that, stay classy. Card Pack, you're so awesome. Thank you for watching. I will see you tomorrow.